Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kennedy, if you didn't already know, and today I'm going to be doing a question and answer just because I haven't done one on my channel yet and a lot of you guys have questions, so I decided today I'll answer all of them, or try to. So I asked y'all on my Instagram to ask me questions and y'all came back with like so many. I am like that person, I have to like put everything in order. So I put them into different categories, like a not cheer and a cheer. I sound really weird, I'm sorry. We'll start with the non-cheer related questions. So what is your plan after college? So after college, I want to go to medical school because I want to be a doctor, specifically an oncologist, which is like a cancer doctor. I don't want to do like the surgery part. I want to do the part where they talk about like what stage you're at and basically like what treatment you should do and look at like the scans and stuff like that. What is your major in college? I'm pre-med. My classified major is exercise science because it's kind of the same path, but I'm like on track to go to medical school. What do you want your future job to be? I just answered that. I want to be an oncologist. How do you keep up with school and cheer? I guess this is kind of a cheer related question, but like on the way to cheer, it takes like an hour and 45 minutes to get there, and I'm always studying in the car, like always. I just really prioritize, and I'm really big about keeping reminders on my phone of what I need to do and when I need to do it. What do you do outside of cheer? I study a lot. I feel like I'm always studying, or then I'm with my friends, but that's pretty much it. I feel like that's like a basic college answer, but are you in a sorority? Yes, I am. I'm in Kappa Kappa Gamma and I love it. So this one like got kind of juicy, but like a lot of you guys asked, so I figured I would put it in here. Y'all like were asking questions like what happened to my old YouTube channel and to my now ex-boyfriend, and just to kind of keep their privacy and my privacy, I'm not really going to touch on it a lot, but all I'm going to say is I don't have my old YouTube channel and I don't have a boyfriend. And yeah, next question. What is my middle name? My middle name is Sloan. Kennedy Sloan Thames. Shout out to you, Mom. Do you have siblings? No, I do not. Only child. How tall are you? I'm like 5'1" or 5'2". Favorite song at the moment? I think Notice by Thomas Rhett. I'm really into that right now. What is my biggest fear? Spiders. 100%. I hate spiders. How many piercings do you have? I have 10 piercings. I have 5 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I have 4 on this side. And then I have my belly button pierced. Okay. So, how long have you been cheering and what made you want to cheer? I've been in all-star cheerleading for 10 years, no, 9 years, 8 years. I think I was 11, so 8 years. I've been doing all-star cheer. I started on a level 1 team in a small town in South Carolina. Well, I guess it's not as small anymore, Florence. What made me want to do cheer? I hated everything else and I wasn't good at anything else, so. But I used to do gymnastics with the bars and the beam and stuff, and I didn't really like any of that. So my mom, but I loved the floor, so my mom put me in tumbling classes. And then after the tumbling classes is whenever I started doing all-star cheer. What was the hardest skill for you to get? I think a standing tuck consistently. Like I could land it sometimes, but consistently a standing tuck was so hard for me to get whenever I was younger. Next question. Have you gone to gyms beside Rockstar, and would you ever switch gyms? I have gone to a gym besides Rockstar. It was like 7 years ago, I think. I've been at Rockstar for 6 years now. But now would I switch gyms? Absolutely not. What is your favorite thing about Beatles? My favorite thing about Beatles, every year is different, but specifically this past year, is we were all really close. Like we really were a family, and we all wanted to win so bad, so we were willing to help each other out so much so we could get better and so we could win. Next, how far do you live from Rockstar? I live like an hour and 45 minutes away because because I go to the University of South Carolina in Columbia and Rock Stars in Greenville. Do you think driving 2 hours for a chance to win Worlds is worth it? Absolutely. What is your favorite thing about Worlds? I like being able to see all of my friends that I don't really get to see in any other competitions other than like NCAA. I don't really get to see my cheer friends a whole lot other than the people on my team, so it's really nice to be able to see them and hang out with them. How does it feel to be a world champion? If you haven't seen my Worlds vlog, go check it out because that just describes the entire feeling. It's absolutely amazing. How do you feel having a medal of each color from Worlds? It really is just a blessing. Do you like tumbling or stunting more? It's honestly a really hard question because the reason why I fell in love with cheerleading was because of tumbling, but I really like stunting too, so don't really know. What is your favorite competition? I really liked going to majors. I haven't been in like a year or two because we're not in like a division that goes, but I really liked majors just because it was really different, I guess, than other competitions, and it was like more exclusive, so that was really cool. But I love Worlds. Worlds is like, I feel like everybody loves Worlds. It's just so fun. Do you have any superstitions at competition? Not really anything specific, but if I do something on Saturday and say we hit on Saturday, then I'll like make sure to do that again on Sunday. But it's not like I wear the same socks on Saturday for every competition or something like that, if that makes sense. Last year, me and Anna Larson on Beatles, we would she would always get like one of her family members to get us a strawberry acai from Starbucks, and she would drink half and then I would drink half, and we did that at every competition. So I really wanted to answer this question. It's advice on cheering when having anxiety, because I don't know if any of y'all know this about me, but I have an anxiety disorder. I just get like, for those of you that have an anxiety disorder, you know exactly what I'm talking about, but I just feel like my heart starts to like race, and then it gets hard to breathe, and a lot of times it's really hard to calm down from it, for just because like it's hard to get your mind off of the anxiety attack and like what's causing the anxiety attack. Competitions, I get crazy nervous, like crazy nervous, but in general, obviously, I'm just like a nervous person, and to deal with it, I just try and keep myself as busy as possible. I try and visualize my routine hitting perfectly and try to have no doubts. It's really hard because I am such like an anxious person that I do let the doubt come in sometimes, but really try to just push it out of my mind and like talk to my teammates and just try to keep my mind off of anything that's making me nervous that day. I really hope that helps for all of you that asked that question. How do you put up your ponytail? I wanted to answer this question because I thought it was funny, because my mom actually does my hair still, and I guess that's kind of a superstition. I said I didn't have one, but I guess that's kind of one. She always puts up my hair. Like, obviously I'm capable. This is not a good ponytail, but obviously I'm good. Like, I can put up my hair, but she just always does it. She's just always done it, so it just kind of stuck. Now she just always does it. Has there ever been a time where you wanted to quit cheer? Not like really quit. Like, I feel like everyone gets kind of frustrated at times, and it was like, oh, I wish I didn't cheer, but I've never really was like, oh, I'm like definitely gonna quit, I guess. I've always loved cheer and like everything about it. Yeah, I get frustrated and things get annoying and stuff, but I've never really wanted to just quit at all, other than this is my last year of cheer, and so I will be quitting after this year. But it's not because I don't love cheerleading, it's because like I just need to focus on other things. Next question. Did you have knee problems before tearing your ACL? No, not really, but not like way before. So right before I tore my ACL, I hurt my other knee doing an Arabian. I just like hyperextended it. It wasn't anything major. And so then I went to Woodward, and me and Caroline were tumbling with Sean Johnson, and we were like just doing a private with her, and I was working on punch fronts, and she was like, if you keep favoring your knee, you're gonna hurt your other, if you keep favoring your not hurt knee, then you're gonna hurt that knee. Literally, I kid you not, 3 days later I tore my ACL. So I never really had serious knee problems, but I guess that was kind of a knee problem before I tore it. How did you hurt your knee? I was at the Under Armour headquarters, and I did not warm up a 2-to-whip double. I just threw it, landed the wrong way, and tore it. What was the first thought when you hurt your knee? Well, I honestly didn't think it was bad. Like, I didn't think I tore my ACL and was gonna be out for 8 months. I was kind of like, whatever, it's cool, I'll be fine. It sucks that it happened here, but I'll be back at practice next week. But then whenever I found out that I tore my ACL, that was way different. At first I thought he was kidding. I really thought my doctor was kidding. I started laughing, and then he was serious. I started crying. How long were you out because of your injury? I think I just said that, but 8 months. Do you have all of your tumbling back from before your injury? I wish. I really wish. All I have right now is a double, and I used to be able to do like full whip doubles, 2-to-whip doubles, stuff like that. And I do want to try it, but this is my last year of cheer, and I really just don't want to have to go through surgery again. Hardest thing to overcome whenever you came back to Beatles? Probably the mental aspect of having to do almost like what tore my ACL. So, like I tore my ACL doing a 2-to-whip double, but I still double, and I tore my ACL in the double part of the whip double. So whenever I started doubling, it was just hard to get over. That's kind of how you tore your ACL. So I was just really cautious. The next question is very important. It says, how do you react to all of the hate you've gotten from competing with a torn ACL and in hate in general? How much do you hate all of the hate in the cheer community right now? So the hate that I got, I just ignored it. It wasn't anyone else's business but mine and my doctors and my coaches and my teammates. So I knew what I was doing. I knew that it was going to be okay. There wasn't any way I could hurt my ACL any worse. Either way, it was torn in half. Like, there's nothing else that can make something that's torn in half worse. So to the hate, I was just like, whatever. Like, y'all got your opinion. And I just decided not to listen to it and just to have a good year. Hate in general, I also just ignore. There's nothing that I can do about it. My camera just died right in the middle of that. But anyways, so how much do you hate all of the hate in the cheer community right now? I really hate it. Like, you're messing with people's lives. Like, it's just not funny. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Like, it makes cheerleading not even fun for some people just because people are just so rude and hateful, and some people can't just act like it doesn't exist. It actually gets to some people, and it's just not cool. Are you cheering this season? Yes, I am on Rolling Stones at Rockstar. How long do you plan on cheering? I think I already said this, but this will be my last year for All-Star. Are you cheering in college? I'm not 100% sure. I'm not cheering this year, but I might try out next year. Haven't really decided yet. Oh, that was the last question. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I answered all of your questions. Please like this video and subscribe. Goodbye for now.